Sheikh Jassim not considering buying any other Premier League club as he is solely focused on buying United at the moment. As captain of Sir Jim Ratcliffe's Neace hits out at the British billionaire's running of the French club and warns Man United fans. Man United bidder Sheikh Jassim will not turn his attention to buying West Ham if his Red Devils takeover fails, according to reports. The Glazers are currently considering bids for the club with QATAR's Sheikh Jassim and Neace's founder Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the two bidders, to have made their offers public. Man United fans are starting to get concerned that the takeover won't be sorted before the transfer window opens, with Sheikh Jassim making a fourth bid last week after Ratcliffe's camp became confident they were winning the race for the club. There have been reports previously that the Glazer family have chosen Ratcliffe as their preferred bidder, and another story has now suggested Sheikh Jassim will try and purchase West Ham if he fails to buy Man United. Jacobs wrote on Twitter, "Understand Sheikh Jassim is not considering West Ham if unsuccessful in buying Manchester United. 9-2 Foundation haven't made any approach or even discussed West Ham internally. Should 9-2 Foundation fail to agree a deal to buy #MUFC, it is anticipated QSI would lead on any approach to another club. Malaga is their next prospect." As previously revealed in January, Nasser Al-Khelaifi also held exploratory talks with Daniel Levy over minority investment in Spurs. QSI also haven't held any talks with West Ham. Speaking in an interview with Football Fancast, Jacobs has also revealed that all parties are keen to push through a takeover of Man United before the summer transfer window opens in a few weeks. He added, "So the existing football infrastructure are planning, and we know that clubs like to do their business early and line up players to come in the first 2 or 3 weeks of the window. If you're seeking a player and you've got buy-in from the player and your recruitment team has done their job, it can cause a delay, and that delay might mean that you miss out on a target. So from a transitional point of view, these groups have always said the same thing: yes, it will take as long as it takes, but they desperately want to be in for when the transfer window opens. It can cause a delay, and that delay might mean that you miss out on a target. So from a transitional point of view, these groups have always said the same thing: yes, it will take as long as it takes, but they desperately want to be in for when the transfer window opens." In other news, captain of Sir Jim Ratcliffe's Neace hits out at the British billionaire's running of the French club, telling him to speak less and work in silence after another underwhelming year. Neace captain Dante has offered a warning to Manchester United after publicly criticizing the hierarchy at the club, which is owned by Sir Jim Ratcliffe. The British billionaire, whose company Neace took over Nice since 2019, is currently bidding alongside Sheikh Jassim of QATAR for control of Man United, with Ratcliffe believed to be in the driving seat. His arrival would likely be welcomed by many Red Devils fans after years of dissatisfaction with the current owners, but the Eaglets' current position under Ratcliffe may provide something of a cautionary tale. They have gone through 5 managers in 4 seasons and currently sit 9th in League One after a turbulent campaign. Club captain Dante has now hit out at the lack of coherence from Ratcliffe and the hierarchy at Nice, as he told L'Equipe, "I think at some point you have to be clear in what you're saying. To maintain a project, maybe you need to speak less about objectives and work in silence to create an environment of competitors, because the expectation is even bigger, and then after, people are frustrated. The best thing to do is to prepare as quickly as possible for next season in order to start it well." Ratcliffe aimed to turn Nice into a side that could challenge Paris Saint-Germain's dominance in France, but that has not been the case so far. Lucien Favre brought in a number of big-name players at the start of the season, including Aaron Ramsey, Kasper Schmeichel, and Ross Barkley, but the manager was sacked in January after Nice were knocked out of the Coupe de France by a 3rd division side. "Do you remember how many players came in at the end of the transfer window last summer?" Dante continued. 6 left, 6 arrived. It's difficult in these conditions. Simply, we mustn't make the same errors. If someone wants my opinion, the earlier we organize ourselves, the better it will be. If we want to aim higher, we have to anticipate things and put the values of the organization in place. When the coach arrived, we said in 2 years that we would always be in the Champions League. It doesn't work like that. League One is very difficult. We lost 10 players, 10 arrived. The teams in the semi-finals of big competitions play together for 3-4 years. We changed everything last summer. There is a lack of coherence somewhere. I am sorry to say that. The apparent lack of strategy at Nice may be a worry for United fans who hope that a takeover may put right their poor transfer record in recent years. A bigger concern may be the drawn-out nature of the sale, which has now taken almost 5 months without a clear endpoint appearing. Ratcliffe's offer is understood to be close to £6 billion, as he will buy out 4 Glazer siblings, Brian, Edward, Darcy, and Kevin, while leaving Joel and Avram with a 20% stake that will keep them involved for up to 4 more years. The Qatari offer is believed to be around £1 billion, pounds lower and seeks full control of the club. While the Glazers may prefer the deal that keeps them involved, Ratcliffe does risk alienating fans hoping for a clean break with unpopular owners. Aside from their off-pitch dealings, Untied still have an opportunity to finish the season well as they look to secure Champions League qualification and land a second trophy of the season. They currently sit 3 points clear of 5th place Liverpool with a game in hand and will face Manchester City in the FA Cup final next month. Erik ten Hag's side will next be in action against struggling Chelsea on Thursday before facing Fulham at Old Trafford on the final day of the Premier League season. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.